It was in the early hours of Monday morning at about 3 a.m. that this tragic incident happened in the districts of Katampe. Remember, I brought to you in late July how also my resident was attacked. Unfortunately, my house happened to be the last house standing before the response of the Nigerian police, along vigilante and other security agencies. This happened on the 29th of July, and exactly almost 2 months after, it repeated itself again, and this time around in the district of Katampe. It was an emotional moment today at the Arise television studio, where what's trending with Ojy Okpe, tears begin to fall from the eyes of both the anchors, from all the anchors, as they couldn't hold the emotion.
To her, I reached out to our correspondent in Abuja, who detailed the circumstances surrounding her death. She jumped down from her home when she heard about 14 armed robbers came to her home. And she did not die on the spot, Dr. Abati. She went to the hospital and she was rejected. And I'll read out.
Now, the issue here is that the lady actually, according to the words of Ojy Okpe, jumped from her home, and when she was rushed to the hospital, the hospital was asking for her identity card, and this was what led to her death. You see, her last tweet on X sometime in August was that may Nigeria never happen to anyone, not even herself. But here we are. Nigeria just happened to her. And this time around, not that she lost her both legs and she's alive, but today she's unalive by the attitude and behavior of Nigerian hospital, a general hospital for that matter. If you remember, if you flip my videos, you will remember that there was a time I talked about the National Hospital in Abuja, where I have to rush someone to the hospital. I drove for complete 40 kilometers on the highest speed to that hospital with a baby that they just put to bed with oxygen. But the attitude in that hospital, if not for the grace of God, that baby would have been dead by now. I was only being told, and I have to rush and help someone else. There was no ambulance, nothing. But the attitude in that hospital, I almost slapped one of the workers. In fact, the nurses could not even attend to. I have to scold them. Imagine this, because of ID card, common ID card, somebody just died. Now, let's talk about the security in Nigeria as a whole. We saw Femi Falana, what's that his name again? That one that used to beat his wife. Kayode or whatever they call him. And Bayo Onoga and the rest, talking about the Western media propagandalists that are trying to defame Nigeria, that Nigeria has now become a state where people are coming to invest. Who invests in a security threatening environment? That they are trying to reduce the country so that people will not come and invest. Whereas people are investing in the country now. That is the reason why they are paying. And they are saying that over 500 Christians were killed within the last. Is it not true? Is this not the Federal Capital Territory where armed robbery is happening? Over 15 armed people stormed into an estate. 18 houses were robbed simultaneously. And that estate is just 2 kilometers away from the seat of power. I mean, from the president's house, from the villa, 2 kilometers away. Where the chief of army staff lives is just 1.5 kilometers away. at Metama, just look at Katampe of all places. So tell me and you, who say if you can arm yourself so that when some people come and knock your door by the middle of the night, open fire, shoot at them. I read just now on X of one who also happened to be a victim in that particular estate, narrating his story, said that he was woke up by 4 armed men, walked into his room after breaking the door, stripped him naked, vehicles were taken, 2 people were killed, one was a security officer, and then they arrest TV anchor. Now, I begin to think, and I'm wondering, could it be that it was like an assassination attempt, and she was trying to flee, and that happened? No, just come to think about it. The security officer was killed. Or could it be that out of fear, she was trying to escape, and remember this young lady said she's a born leader, and she's from Anambra Central, and she hoped to venture into politics some days. I can't think like around the whole of this story to understand exactly what's going on here. The more we shout, the more we talk, the more we... Anyway, may her soul rest in peace. And I pray that 2027, you watching this video should carry your PVC and vote anything that APC present to you. Yes, it is the handwork of APC. Yes, I can tell you that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because between 2010, let's calculate to 2010 to 2025, the number of people that have been killed between 2010 to 2015 is 0.5%, the number of people that have been killed from 2015 to date. But from 2010 to 2015, we heard about kidnapping as far away. We heard about bomb blasts and all of this happening in the far northeast, in fact, 1 or 2 states. But what happened? Just tell me which state in Nigeria today that is not being terrorized. Call one state, and I will just delete this channel. Just call one state in Nigeria today that is not being terrorized, and I will delete this channel. 36 states, including FCT, is being terrorized. Tell me where you will sleep today with your 2 eyes closed. Even in the villa, didn't we read in the news during Buhari's time, well, there were, exchange of fire and all of that in the villa. Did you read that news? Did you see it in the news? If you like 2027, carry your PVC and go and vote because it is a miloko. Go and vote because it is your brother or it is your religious person. Go and vote now. They will kill you just like they killed this lady. Then you will maybe that time you will report yourself to God or to devil, your father. This madness have to stop. This is not a time where we will say, okay, there is no need to protest, so the protest should happen in 2027. There is no need for people to come out to say, let's go and protest for what? 2027. If you like, carry your PVC, go and vote because it's your brother. Nigeria will happen to you. And I'll continue to say this. If you can arm yourself, arm yourself. Anybody that knock your door, 12 in the midnight, take the person out. Call police will not come. According to the report, they called the Nigerian police to come, but there was no response. The police called, the security called, no response. I have first hand, see, I witnessed it too. So there is no way. We too will call police. It took them 1 hour 30 minutes to reach here. When they were done doing their robbery, that was when police reached. This nonsense have to stop. It just have to stop. We have to stop it ourselves. If they cannot help give us security, we have to give ourselves security. I remember in those days where we have community policing, right? We have community policing We have our traditional rulers. We have people that guide our community and all of that. Yes, things are involved over time, but that does not mean we cannot form our own separate vigilante within our community. Anyone you see suspicious movement in the night, call the security. And as you are calling them, if they make any attempt on your life and property, do the needful to defend yourself as much as possible. If it means to take them out, do so in defense of your life. Don't die like a chicken. Thank you for watching.
Of just being Nigerian. And that's why repeatedly we have said on this table that Nigeria happens to people. When Nigeria happens to you, we are left sitting here and paying condolences, expressing our regrets, condolences to families, to persons involved. This one has struck home here, and that's why we are all in black, mourning our colleague. It's very sad, it's very unfortunate, but it should be a subtle reminder that the Nigerian government still has a huge task to ensure that every Nigerian can feel safe in this environment. Anybody who comes into this territory called Nigeria can sleep at home. How can somebody be in a home and then armed robbers will go there? We used to say that armed robbery had been eliminated by 419, by petty crimes, by e-fraud. But to see that armed robbers are still actively out